Hey everyone, Mark here from Visual Pro Detailing. Today I want to discuss how to use panel wipe to correctly prepare a vehicle for a ceramic coating. Now, one of the things that a lot of detailers and consumers run into whenever they go to apply a ceramic coating to a vehicle is that they don't remove all of the polishing oils, wax, or sealant from the surface prior to applying the ceramic coating. And if you do not have a proverbial squeaky clean surface that is completely oil-free, contaminant-free, you are going to have bonding issues with your coating, and then you might not get the best performance from that coating because of those issues. My go-to panel prep product is Gtechniq Panel Wipe. I use it because it is solvent based. It works fantastic on every clear coat that I've used, and it will get you the squeaky clean surface that is completely oil and polish residue free so that you don't have bonding issues with your product. Now, a few outliers with this product. It stinks. It's supposed to stink. Solvents are supposed to stink. They're not supposed to smell fruity and smell good. If you are dealing with a panel prep product that smells good, it likely does not have solvents in it. It has just some sort of an alcohol base, which is a very, very simple solvent, and it's probably not going to get all of the residue off. With modern day polishes that are used on automotive clear coats, a lot of them are very heavy in oils because they have really long work times. They finish down really great, and a lot of the reason they do that is because they have a lot of oils. A lot of products out there are not completely removing all of the oils from the surface, and then detailers and consumers alike are not getting good bonding to their coatings, and then they're going back and blaming the coatings when it's really the product's fault, the prep's fault more than the product itself. So I've got my panel wipe here, and I'm going to be using panel wipe directly. One of the things that I would recommend, especially if you do this for a living and do this a lot, I usually use a Vogue mask whenever I'm spraying and applying this product, simply because I don't want to breathe solvents. Safety first. Also, make sure to wear gloves. Again, this is a solvent-based prep product, and it will dry out your hands something awful if you get it directly on your hands. I'm going to be using 2 short nap microfiber towels to use the panel wipe. And I'm going to use short nap because I found that if I use thick nap microfiber towels that are thicker and they've got the longer fingers on them, it tends to lint a little bit more because of the way that the product is made. So let's go into actually how to use Gtechniq Panel Wipe. Alright, so I'm going to actually prep half of this hood. This is a vehicle that is a client of mine's, and I'm actually going to be applying a coating on it here in just a few minutes once I get it prepped out. So I'm going to be doing this as I would for a client. So I've got my panel wipe, I've got my first towel. What I'm going to do, since this towel is fresh, is I'm going to put about 10-12 sprays on here to really get it into the towel. Then I'm going to do half of a hood at a time here. And I'm going to slowly go across the hood because I want those solvents in the panel wipe to be breaking down any polishing oils that remain. So I went into a crosshatch pattern here so that I'm getting very thorough coverage of the product. And then this little groove down here, I'm going to kind of push my finger into it. Now, my towel is just kind of dragging across the surface. I'm letting the towel do the work. And you can actually see the solvents on there flashing. Now I'm going to take my second towel and I'm going to wipe over the surface for any residue that was lifted by the panel wipe. Now, some detailers will do the whole vehicle twice. I do that sometimes if I've done multiple steps of compounding or polishing. I will just, and this is, this would be like your second section. I'm just going to re-spritz it, keep the towel damp, and just do the exact same thing over again. I'd like to add that whenever you're getting ready to apply a coating, your panel wipe down should be the absolute last thing you do before applying your coating. Now that you've got this panel wipe, this is completely oil and residue free. It is ready to coat. No more chemicals, no more touching it except for your coating. We don't want, well, we can't completely keep dust off of any vehicle, but we want to keep it the area as dust free as possible. Don't be using fans or compressors unless you really have to, because we just don't want any residue getting onto the surface. Now that it is absolutely squeaky clean, it's not slick anymore from the polish. We've got all that removed. We're ready to ceramic coat. That is a quick walkthrough of proper prep prior to applying a ceramic coating.